Hello friends, welcome to Power Electronics. Today we will discuss the class D commutation, which is also known as impulse commutation or voltage commutation. As you can see in the figure A, Vs is the supply voltage, here C is the capacitor which is already charged, Vt1 is the main thyristor, and Ta is an auxiliary thyristor, D is a diode, L is inductor, and this is load. As I have already discussed that capacitor is initially charged with the voltage Vs as a supply voltage. So both potential are same and the charging current has no path to discharge. As soon as we triggered the gate 1, that is at instant t equal to 0, T1 thyristor is on. Now this charging current gets a path to travel through the thyristor T1 and to this inductor L and diode D to the capacitor C. So it get a path to travel here. You can see it rises here to the maximum value. But what happened? It rises very slowly. Why? Because of the inductor. This inductor has a property that it does not allow sudden change in the current. So what happened to this inductor? It rises slowly. At the same time, you can see the current through the thighs. So one current is flowing through this and through the load current, passing through the load and to the return path. So it is the I naught, that is load current, and IP the peak value. Both are passing here. If you look at the condition of the capacitor, this capacitor was initially charged and going to discharge to the value of 0. As the charging current flows through circuit T1, inductor L, diode, and then to capacitor, it discharges here. Also the Vt1 is short, so we can see there is no voltage across it. So here, after a particular point of time, this polarity reverses. After the capacitor gets fully discharged, that is 0, it changes its polarity to plus minus. So this capacitor changes its polarity. Now what happens to this? All the parameters, the charging current only falls and reaches to 0, and the thyristor currents here reaches at that point, and now only the load current is left out. Here only the load current passes through IT1 because the charging current is 0. Also you can see the charging current here, IC is 0 because now it has no path to flow. Also the supply voltage is equal to capacitor voltage, so charging current is 0. Also look at the supply voltage, it rises in the negative direction and then it remains as a constant but as a negative supply because polarity now of the capacitor is changed. These are the things we have discussed at the instant t equal to 0 to the instant t equal to 1. Now after that, when we trigger out the thyristor T2, that is IGAV triggered with the gate supply. Now what situation we have? There is a negative polarity across the thyristor T1 and positive here, so this thyristor gets turned off. So thyristor T1 gets turned off as soon as the thyristor TA, that is auxiliary thyristor, is triggered out. And we can see here the load current is still constant. Why? Because it passes here, load current is almost constant at that point of time. Also we can see the capacitor, that charging capacitor, it rises to negative value because the polarity has changed, so it has a different path to flow. Here it passes through this auxiliary thyristor. You can see that here after this point IT1, it suddenly reaches to 0. Why? Because this thyristor is commutated and this thyristor no current flows through this IT1. Current is almost 0, but the load current is constant. Reason is that Now the current passes through this path and from the this thyristor, auxiliary thyristor, then to the load current. So path of the load current is changed, but the load current is still constant. Also you can see the capacitor, the value of capacitor charge recover from this value and reaches a point of 0. Then it again starts charging, rising, and then at that particular point of time, instant t2, it became almost constant with the supply voltage. Also if we can see the thyristor VT1, what voltage across the thyristor VT1 is minus Vs. This minus supply voltage which has turned off the thyristor T1. You can see what it recovers to voltage 0, then again rises to its supply voltage. How TA is off? As soon as this capacitor starts charging, this capacitor again starts charging with the polarity drop plus minus. Again it starts charging here. So it's charging with the supply voltage Vs. So same thing again arises. The charging current here is also